Welcome back, everyone, and so today we are going to be talking about guess who? Theologically speaking, that's right, the Virgin Mary. We got a lot to talk about her actually. So I'm just going to focus on devotion to why Catholics believe you can A, venerate Mary, have devotion to her. B, why we think she is the Mother of God, biblically speaking. While we explore the Temple of Mara. This will have to be a part 2, as they deal with the other doctrines. So, basically the idea of venerating Mary, take an offering. The idea that you can venerate Mary is basically filed under veneration of all her saints. The veneration of Mary is just an exalted version of that because she's the closest saint to God because, well, for obvious reasons, she's the Mother of God. More on that later. This is cook. Can I cook here? Can't cook anything, darn. But yeah, it has to with, but basically these are the verses. And by the way, I'm not can't address every argument against it in this video. That's literally a whole other topic, a whole other video. I won't be able to focus on Mary, but focus just on that in this video. So basically, Revelation 8:4, we know that the angels pray for us in heaven, and to have a subordinate mediatorship. It says that the angels present the prayer of the saints as incense before the throne of God, them presenting the incense like intercessory prayer. And pretty much everyone who's saying realizes that burning incense to God is worship of God. Intercession, it's a prayer to God. Same thing in Revelation. Also, we know that you can venerate the angels and honor them. Next deal from there. We also know that you can venerate the angels. From Joshua 5:14, when Joshua bows before the angel, before the walls of Jericho. And we know from other verses in context that it is not the pre-incarnate Lord, like some people argue. Basement here. They offer quests here, but she offers a quest, but I'll so I see, but I want to deal with it, do that a little later in a playthrough when I can do longer videos. So, but yeah, we can venerate angels, we know that we can venerate angels because Joshua says in Joshua 5:14, it says he bowed down. He venerated the angel. Didn't worship him as God, did not think he was God, but he honored angels and messenger of God. So angels pray for us, and we can bow before them and honor them, not as gods, but as friends of God. I'll be dead. Be down here. That's okay, God of the dead. Jesus, believe that's true Christmas. Always make an extra meaning when I venerating the days of Skyrim.
We all come into Arcane's light in the end, but there's no need to rush.
Yeah. So we can do that. And also in 1 Corinthians 6:3, it says that we should be above the angels. So if angels can pray for us, and we can bow before angels, then the human saints in heaven, we can venerate them as we can do them in the same honors, or even more. Now, again, I'm going to make a whole other video on the topic at a later date when I can go into every objection in detail. But I only got 15 minutes max in this video. So the next question is Mary the Mother of God? So one of the common arguments against Mary being the Mother of God is that, okay, she only gave birth to the human nature of Jesus, and if that's the case, Mary would be God. That's not how it works. So by that logic, let's say no woman ever gives birth to a son because the genetic material for the manhood only comes from the father. That's essentially the logic. That's where it would lead. Also, logic, aside from contradicting logic, it contradicts the Bible. So in Acts 3:15 it says that you have slain the author of life. It says that they have killed the author of life when they killed Jesus. Well, Jesus is the author of life in his divinity, but he was crucified in his humanity. There is a unity in the person of Jesus Christ as both God and man. So it's not like Furthermore, in Hebrews, I'll ground RIFTEN a bit. Furthermore, in Hebrews 2:17, it says he became like unto us all things but sin, taking form of a servant. Okay, so God is like unto all things but sin. Okay then. Okay then. In that case, God has a mother. Because last I checked, all human beings have mothers, except for Adam and Eve themselves. Every human being has a mother.
Just look at this place.
Can I take the arrow now? Let's split up the dot here. Says So the problem is by just denying that Mary is the mother of God, you're literally overturning the work of redemption. Okay, so Mary only gave birth to the divine nature, to the human nature. Okay, which nature died on the cross? Well, the human nature, but the human nature was crucified because can't crucify the spirit. Okay then, but it says the author of life was slain. That's God. So God died on the cross. But he was killed in his human nature. But it was God who died. Jesus is both God and man in everything that he does. So if he was both God and man when he died on the cross, then he is God and man when he comes to rule over us. Then he is God and man when he does everything else. He says he was like unto us in all things but sin. And it's not a sin to have a mother. So that's basically my point. Mary is the mother of God. Not that the divine nature comes from Mary. It does not. But since Jesus is like unto all things, and since everything that Christ is both God and man in all that he does, unless he won, and we know that's pretty well the case because he was God and both God and man, he was crucified, otherwise you couldn't have slain the author of life. The author of life is God, and what was crucified was the human flesh of Jesus, the human nature of Jesus. Mary is the mother of God. So, if there is that unity in who Jesus is and both his divine and human natures, then Mary is the mother of God. Anyway, so stay tuned for part 2 as we explore RIFTEN a little bit more and talk about the perpetual virginity of the Virgin Mary. Did Mary ever have no Joseph and have other children? And was she take him to heaven after she died, as per Catholic tradition? We'll examine what the Bible has to say, what the Church has to say on those topics. Anyway, God bless everyone. Have a great day.